according to Oxford Dictionary, death of something, the permanent end or destruction of something. In this episode of Sincerely Adulthood TV, we will be talking about how to cope with loss. Hi,
Hi.
have you experienced loss before?
Yes, I have. Have you?
Yeah, I have. It's been a while now, but I still think about it like almost every day. Do you mind telling me your story?
As hard as it may be, I don't. Do you?
I actually don't. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
Like 7 years.
Yeah.
It's been 7 years. It happened in 2017. I actually lost two siblings.
Two siblings.
Yes, I lost two siblings. But then the first sibling was like when I was really, really young, maybe like when I was 4 years old. I wasn't like really grown up, and it was the day after my mom gave birth to him. He was a boy. It was the day after my mom gave birth to him.
Yeah.
So we lost him. Then I lost my sister
How did that
31st
happen?
March 2017.
Wow.
So she was a sickler. That's why I'm an advocate of AS, don't marry AS, like
Yeah.
any day, anytime. Like my friends know it that I will never be in support of AS marrying AS because of I've seen it doing more harm than good, like to my family. So she was a sickler, and growing up, she has always been someone that is always in and out of the hospital. But she was like she's the type of person that you won't ever know that she's a sickler, because you know the way sicklers always have like maybe they always don't look strong.
Yeah.
But she was never that kind of person. She was always a smiley person, a happy person. But she was always during the holidays after school. She would always get admitted.
Yeah.
But then for a long period of time, for like 4 years, she was not admitted. So we're like, oh, thank God. We like in our minds, like thank God.
Yeah.
For a while, she hasn't been admitted. Then on the Wednesday of that week, or sorry, pardon me, like let's say the Monday of that week,
Yeah.
she was admitted because of she just started complaining that the right side of her, like she just started complaining that she was having pains.
Yeah.
But then we just felt that oh, it was the normal malaria, because it's always malaria or cold. So someone that's a sick, like you don't expose them to cold. You always have to cover them up when it's rainy season
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like even with the medication, because I have an auntie that's a pediatrician, so if it's malaria, we obviously ask her, okay, what is the best drug, what's the best medication to administer to her. So when it seemed like the medication wasn't necessarily working, we now said, okay, let's go to the hospital. Then she was admitted in the hospital, and mind you, that particular time when she was admitted was two days after school closed. School ended the session. I was in secondary school at that time. School ended the session. So I was like, I'm just like, which kind of wahala is this one? That kind of thing, like which kind of wahala is this one? But already, like I just came and then we have to go to the hospital, that kind of thing. Like we haven't even spent more time with each other. But then I'm just like, oh, obviously, like something that normally happens, she will definitely, after like before the week runs out, we will be out of the hospital.
Yeah.
So as time went on, things weren't getting better. She started complaining of pains around her chest. The hospital said that there was fluid in her lungs. Then from something so minute, it now escalated to her needing a surgery, that they needed to bring out the fluid from her lungs. And the way it happened was just so funny, because like immediately she entered the theater, that's when my auntie now called and said that oh, that my mom should tell them not to conduct a surgery, that she just needs strong antibiotics. My mom now said that oh, she has already entered the theater ward. And then thinking back at that time, it's just, I don't know, like things just felt really, it was like a blur, because I didn't understand how from something so small it had to lead to her getting a surgery. Then she came out of surgery. She just started throwing up, and she had not eaten, because most times they say that let people. I don't know if it's a thing. They always say that people that are about to go on surgery, they shouldn't eat anything. So she didn't eat anything, but then she was throwing up, and I was just like, where is this coming from? So my dad was already getting angry because of it seemed like the hospital wasn't really doing what they were meant to do. So my dad now said, let's go home. Next day came, and then the driver went to the hospital first before coming to the house, and then the driver was earlier. Then I saw a call from my mom. Mom was like, oh, that I should come to the hospital, that they are discharging them today. I was still young, but then at the same time too, I was like, that didn't this person just do surgery yesterday? Like why? Like how would they be releasing her so early? I just said, I just said okay. I just said okay that I'm coming. I was like, oh okay, they're releasing you guys today. She was like, yes, that I should just come to the hospital. So I went to the hospital where the ward was. When I came upstairs, I saw lots of people. I saw our family members. I saw our church members. So my mom was like, that people really love Angel. Like my mom was like, I was like, today is the day that maybe
And her
all
name is
of them.
Angel.
Eh?
Her name is Angel.
Yeah, her name is Angel. So I was like, you remember I was like, oh maybe like this is the day that people came to visit. Like since she just did it, so I'm sure like my parents would have probably that, oh, that she did the surgery yesterday. Maybe come and meet her, come and pray for her, that kind of thing. As I went upstairs, I saw everybody. I just greeted. I was like, good morning, auntie this, good morning, uncle this, that kind of thing. Then I saw my mom in the midst of other women. There's this, will I call her? I feel like I don't know if every family has that big auntie. Maybe it can be your mom, maybe let's say your dad's elder sister, or you understand. But then she isn't related to us, but she's somebody that we consider like a big auntie. That's why she just held my hand and said, "Be strong." And she just said, "Be strong." She just opened the door. I saw a white cloth. I saw like the sheets over a body. I just started screaming that, where's my sister? Where's my sister? Da 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 da. Because like from movies now you will understand what that means. I was just like, where's my sister? Where's my sister?
I was my cousin. Basically, long story short, she died of cancer. So her name is Vichko, and she was really close to me. She went to school for uni, and then 1 year into school, she was like, I think she was in Russia. I'm not sure where she was. 1 year into school, then something happened to her. She developed some kind of cancer. I think it was ovarian cancer. If I'm not sure. And it was scary, obviously. Everyone was like trying to like treat her. Everyone was like, if she came back, she came back to Nigeria. We did everything. Things were better. I remember this very well because this was before. You know how everyone was like 2020 to be like a beautiful year, 2020
Yeah, that it was that
it
year.
was that year also. So like this was like 2019 December. She came back. They running like test and it came on her and everything. Everyone was like, oh, if it's becoming better, if it's becoming stronger, so let me make plans for her to go back to school. And then that was the thing. I went back to uni. I went back to boarding school then in January. And I don't know. Of course, I didn't have contact with my parents. I don't know. My parents came for one visit day one day. And then normal visiting now, like, oh mom, can you bring me this, can you bring this? And she brought everything. And we were just eating. I finished eating and then she was like, oh, babe, I have to tell you something. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? And she's like, it's about the future. And I just paused. I'm like, what happened to her? Is she not better? And she's like, oh no, she has died. Jesus Christ, I swear. My world just came crashing at that moment. And then they had a picture of her and they showed me, and I just left the refectory. I just stood up and left. I was looking for my best friend then. I was looking for her because it didn't make sense. Because I mean, this is the same girl that we were praying about always. We thought she was getting better. We're about to go for Thanksgiving, and I'm like, God, why? Like, why?
Yeah, that's always like you always ask God why.
You get me? And I went out and I ran there because I was looking for my best friend, and we were walking. I was looking for her, and I was like, oh, where is this? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Everyone like, oh, Vincent, are you good? And I just started crying. Like that's the first time I believe that I actually cried. If you cry like through tears, I just started crying and they just hugged me. And one of my guys hugged me and just took to my heart. I didn't see my parents again that day, and they just left. That was. So yeah, she died at 19 years old, and I still wish she was here because she was like, you know how you have like an ideal child. She was good looking, she was beautiful, she was really smart. Like the school she went for, she was in Nigerian scholarship. She was really smart. She had very good mannerism. She knew how to like
compose herself in different situations. And bro, she was really fun to talk to. She was really fun to be with. So like having her not there, just it felt like my older sister just got ripped up. Because she got me 3 years.
Yeah.
Just got ripped off me like out of my life. It was it was crazy. So,
It's good to laugh about it now because then
what else you want? You want to cry?
I know, right? Like I can I feel like that's where I just developed this habit of just laughing at I will still cry, but then maybe just laughing so much. Truly, those that are going through pain most times, or maybe those that are constantly have stuff on their mind, they
Yeah.
always just want to evade it with just laughing or with just being friendlier than they would normally be, just to ease the pain. So yeah,
I still miss out. Like
yeah,
sometimes I just randomly find myself thinking about her. Like, what would she say? Like, what would she be? What would
yeah,
she be doing?
yeah,
Like, to get me? But
yeah.
like that's just life is. What were the next few days like? Like after the whole, you know?
The next few days were not easy at all. First of all, I was like, I was grown-ish. I was 12.
Yeah.
I was 12. And then me and my sister shared a room. So I was like, when I was like, how did I go from having a sibling to being an only child? Like, when I was like, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
So for a while, for like 2 weeks or even maybe a month, I was sleeping in my parents' room. I was sleeping with my parents. While they slept on the bed, I will sleep on like another mattress
Yeah.
on the floor. But then it was not easy. Then the people started coming to the house, like, cause some people will not know.
Yeah.
Then you have to start narrating the story all over again. Friends from school, some family friends from school. Just thank God for human beings. I thank God for human beings that kind of like have a discerning spirit. All the emotions were just coming, anger, sadness, like all the wrong emotions were just coming.
Yeah.
Anger in the sense of that anger towards the hospital. Why were you people not careful enough? Why were you people not like these people go to school? Like aren't you meant to be able to know what to do? Even as difficult as it say, even anger at God, like God, why would you take her? Like, is it that you can't see that? Is it that you can't see that you didn't see ahead that being an only child will not be easy? Do you get? I feel like even my parents too, even like my mom and my dad, I feel like they also had, obviously they will also be sad and also anger too. But so that my family friend,
Yeah.
they were going on a trip to Obudu. So she now told my mom, she told my parents that they want to they want me to travel to them with them
Yeah.
to Obudu. So I spent some time there, just like maybe a week. But then it eased the pain a little because at least I have people around, people my age.
Well, for me, how the next few days were, I feel like if I was at home, it would be way worse because my mom would definitely cry.
Yeah,
But in school, I mean, I was in boarding school now. What's
yeah,
there?
yeah,
Normally, I would listen to like sad music and stuff, but I was just alone. So instead of listening to sad music, I was not singing the sad music, and I was just very low key and very mellow. And I didn't really talk to anyone. I didn't want to be with anybody. I just wanted to be alone at that moment. I just wanted time to pass. I kept on sleeping. I slept for like, when you sleep because you're tired.
yeah.
I slept because I was tired of this world then. Like I just like what why? I mean, why? Like see like why? Do you understand like
Yeah.
bro, that's just how the next few days are.
Okay.
How has your perspective about life changed since then?
My perspective about life, like
Yeah.
I just know that life is short. Do you understand? Life is short. Life is too short to waste it.
Yeah, one life.
And then there's one thing I'll always get from my sister's life. I feel like that's why maybe she can be gone and she will have rest. She was someone that was always friendly. Was always even there was a time in primary school, because she was primary school at that time. Whenever she comes to school, she will go and hug the security people. Who will be like, why are you hugging them? Like she was very free spirited.
Yeah.
So me, I'm not necessarily the like free spirit, but then I'm learning day by day to be
Yeah.
free spirited and to just like be willing to accommodate people, because you never like just be happy because you don't, someone may need that hug. I'm not saying that you should just go around
You understand?
hugging,
You hug
yeah,
people,
but then like just always always be ready, always be an accommodating person. Be someone that when someone sees you, I'm learning to be someone that when someone sees me, they see warmth. Like whenever they think about me, they're like, oh, like they feel like as if their burden is lighting a bit. Do you get so? And then I've learned to just like as each day comes, just enjoy it.
yes.
That's why I'll always be someone that will want to go out. I will initiate going out with my friends because I'm not praying that anyone is going to die soon, but just so that I can say that when this person was here with me, like we did this and we spent time, and not just waste, not just time that is wasting away. Like we spent valuable time. We spent time doing this. We spent time talking about this. We spent time doing this activity or that activity, and then just to always trust in God,
I
because of
mean,
like I feel like without God, I've just learned to trust God more, because if you really think if based on the events that have happened throughout like years, like
yeah,
since after she passed, I feel like everything was just the way it was meant to be. Really, everything was the way it was meant to be, because if there are so many challenges
yeah,
that have occurred, I'm not saying that she was that, oh, it's good that she was meant to go, but then really God really does see the future.
that is
Yeah, do you understand? I'm not saying that, oh, that she didn't die because of she did something. Do you understand? But everybody has a purpose on this earth. So the main point is to fulfill the purpose before you go. And I strongly feel like she fulfilled her purpose. She fulfilled her purpose as my sibling. She fulfilled her purpose as my parent child. She fulfilled her purpose as. Do you know that even some of her classmates,
yeah,
like she had such an impact, as little as she was. She, and I'm not trying not to flatter,
yeah,
but
anybody, yeah,
she really had an impact on even her classmates. That to even tell some of her classmates, for some of the moms, for some of the moms to tell their children that, oh, that Angel is dead, like it was really difficult for them to tell her classmates that, oh, that Angel is no more alive, because of how loving she
she
was.
was.
So everything really does happen for a reason, even if the thing that happened was not good,
It was good, but then
but then everything really does happen for you. So you just look at life with more of, to be more optimistic than
yeah,
pessimistic, because I would not want to live a life that, oh, she was just a bitter person. Do you understand? Like when I look at my sister, I'm like, I ought to be happy. I ought to look at life with more of an optimistic view than a pessimistic view, because it doesn't really get, being pessimistic doesn't really get you anywhere. Let it be that, okay, I tried it and then I failed. Do you understand? That I didn't try it at all and then I died. Do you understand? Because really, if, sorry, but even in the Bible, it says that a good name is better than riches.
yeah,
It's better to be someone that they would have said, not that you won't lose yourself,
obviously,
you will take care of yourself, and you will also be someone that when people see you, as I said earlier, you're a very warm person.
person.
Do you get? So
Well,
yeah,
funny enough, I actually agree with like 99%. One, I just realized that nothing is temporary,
yeah,
nothing is permanent.
permanent,
Sorry, like
permanent.
this life is not ours
Yeah,
at all, and you can leave and come, people go like
yeah,
every day.
exactly.
So I learned one, try and spend time with people that
Yeah,
surround you, your
exactly.
friends, your family. I just try my best, like I don't know, always be with them happy. Although yeah, I'm struggling with it, but that my heart of hearts,
Mm-hmm.
that's actually what I want to do. Second thing, you just love everyone, man. Like I don't know, you never can just love everybody. Like you
Yeah,
said, leave an impact on someone's life, even if it's not some great impact,
yeah.
but stuff like that.
Let it
And
be that the other person is the bad person.
yeah,
Do you get? And let it not be that you're the bad person. Let it not be that you're the person that, please don't go close to that person.
yeah,
Do you get?
understand.
Like love, just be loving.
Loving, man, because
Yeah,
God is love, so you should love everyone. And then
yeah,
tell the it's not everything you can control,
yeah.
honestly.
It's not everything.
Some things just leave it to God, especially when you know you have no power over it. And
Mm-hmm.
then the things you can control, focus on them and control them,
Yeah.
basically. So yeah, what are the coping mechanisms that you used that helped you,
Yeah.
like to stay sane in the midst of all this?
Yeah. Okay. So backstory: when I was in secondary school,
Yeah,
that's why I don't know. Like in my life, my secondary school classmates, because like let's just say everybody, like my secondary school classmates are not are people that I can never ever forget. Like they were so, I feel like they were so vital to my healing. I don't think we lost
yeah,
necessarily, as you said, you have to cope with it. You don't move on. Like you don't say, oh, it's like, let me say heartbreak now. There's this saying that you don't stop loving someone. You just love your new person more.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
get? If you think about it, because there's obviously something that that person must have touched
yeah,
in your life, so you can actually never stop loving
the person.
this person. You will just love the next person more. My secondary school friends, my secondary school classmates were very vital to my healing, because there were times that I don't know, like I would just be so engulfed.
In
Like
like your
in the
space.
middle of class, I would just start crying. I remember I remember one time, I think it was like the year's anniversary, or like maybe the child that day was an anniversary, and then for no, like maybe let's say that the day before I was very happy,
Yeah,
but then that morning I was just so sad I was crying, and then I just think of, you know what, people were my coping mechanism. People were my coping, because they were always there. My secondary school friends were always
there with
there.
you.
They were always there. Like I never felt, to be honest, I never felt alone. I also thank God for the kind of friends that I have, that how will I explain it? Like they always involved me in their like I don't think I have any friend that I've not felt their family love. Like their family always took me in. Like there's no friend that I have that I don't feel like their sibling, and I don't feel like
Yeah,
their parents' child,
yeah,
because of their parents always, like I thank God for the grace and the favor too, because I know that it's not something that you just find anywhere. It's not easy for a family to just like bring you into
accept.
their home.
Yeah,
Do you get? So most of my friends, like their parents and their families just took me as their own. So let's say whenever we're going out, I'll always be part of them. Do you
yeah,
understand? And then as time went on too, also trusting in God. So as the first one is make having good relationships with people, because
yeah.
if I wasn't a good person, they'll just be like, "Ah, sorry, oh, do you understand?" Like even though they will feel for you,
But like they won't want to be around
yeah,
you.
they won't want to be around. Do you understand? So basically, making good friendships, being there for others, so that not because of the transaction, not a transactional friendship, but
But like
genuinely being
being
there
there
for
for them.
others. Because when the time comes, they will actually turn up for you too. Then also trusting in God.
Yeah, that's very vital
Yeah, it's
actually.
very vital. That's like the first thing, because some people, I feel like it's harder for some people that maybe it was for me. But some people, they may not even have had parents. You know, what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
may not have had friends. It may just have been them and their sibling, and then they now lose it. Like, what do you think
What do
will
you want
happen
to
to
do
their
there? Yeah.
to like their mental health? Do you understand? So just always trusting in God, being with in fellowship with other people. Do you understand?
Yeah, I
Praying
get
with
you.
other people, letting people pray for you too. So yeah, trusting in God too.
Wow,
So I think,
that's very beautiful.
yeah, I know I talk a lot. So I'm sorry, like
No, it's
I
fine.
started saying a lot of
The
things.
coping mechanisms I use, I swear, sleep. Sleep was my number one coping mechanism because I was sleeping a lot. I just wanted to like leave
Forget,
time, but it
yeah,
wasn't really a good coping mechanism, but it did help. Sleep one. My friends, because okay, first to sleep first, then silence.
yeah,
I love being alone. I love solitude a lot. So at that moment, I just wanted to be alone, and
yeah,
then I told my friends about it, and they understood perfectly well. Sometimes they come to
yeah,
me, they meet me here,
yeah.
but sometimes they know when Vincent wants his space and everything. So like at that moment, I just
Yeah, do you know another thing? I'm sorry for cutting you
no,
short,
it's
but
fine.
then I think I also had to learn how to be alone,
Alone, yeah,
because there was a point that, honestly speaking, I felt like right now when I think about, or let's say the time when I started solitude,
yeah,
when as at the time when I started it, when I thought back, I was like, I actually depended on
people,
people a lot. I depended on the people a lot for my sanity. Do you
yeah,
understand? So like let's say from last year, I started to learn solitude, like how to enjoy my own company.
Your own space.
I've taken intentional steps. Like I've gone to the cinema alone. I've said it so many times, and it was like one of the best things ever.
That's your
Yeah.
thought.
Honestly speaking, it seems like it's not going to get better, but it will get better.
You always do.
Yeah, it will get better. And the thing is, as I said, everybody is in your life for a reason.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, as much as we don't want, like, the main thing is not having transactional relationships, no. Building firm, solid relationships that even if the person goes today, you will know that, so me and this person, we had a good relation, and also imbibe the good attributes of that person to yourself, and then just always be in the presence of friends, in the presence of family, because it definitely helps you get better. If you need solitude, you have to tell people that, please, I just need to be alone, because sometimes you have to connect with ourselves to be able to get better. Because if you don't connect with yourself, I'm sorry, even with people, you may not be able to get better.
My advice would be, first of all, obviously trusting God, because God, yes, He gives, He also takes.
Yeah.
And times like this is where you actually need Him most, because at that moment, that's when your faith actually shakes. But
Yeah,
then
exactly.
He'll be there to like remind you that, oh, I'm still here.
Yeah.
And then He'll give you like joy, supply you with joy and happiness. Secondly, I would say is see, whatever issue you have with anybody, just remove it. Like it's really not important, because what's the point? So love everybody, love everyone you have as a person, love all your friends. If you have an issue with anybody, go and like resolve the matter, because you never can tell when you die or when the person dies. And it won't be nice when someone dies, you'll be like, oh, I never forgave this person. Trust God. Love your neighbor. Second, love your neighbor as yourself. Because I mean, that's literally Christianity at this point. Love.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then third of, just be thankful. Appreciate every single moment of the day, any single wins you get. Like all your wins, whether personal wins or family wins or your friends. It's always celebrate it, because no one can tell, honestly. So yeah, thank you for this episode.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
really
You're welcome.
enjoyed it. So
I did too. I feel like it was it gave you the
heartfelt
ability
thing
to also like talk
about
to get. Like
talking also helps.
Talking helps.
Talking also helps.
Yeah, talking helps. Thank you.
This is the end of the episode. You guys should like, subscribe, and share.
You like, comment, comment, subscribe, and share.